What's up, YouTube family? Let's get straight to it. So I've got my hardest brush, my softest brush, and my most medium brush right here with me. And I have pretty coarse hair. So my hair is not like the type of hair where you see the people, the wavers, with super loose curls where they let it grow out and then they do a little shampoo, lay everything down and it lays right. No, my hair is pretty matted. It's super porous. It has high porosity. It absorbs a lot of water and it looks kind of like a sponge or a mat or like wool when you grow it out. So when I grow it out, I have issues around the crown, which I'm sure a lot of people with more coarse hair do because my clients ask me about it. But the top of my hair actually needs to get a little bit longer to be able to even wave over into my waves and look like a real wave pattern. So I'm gonna go through this coarse hair wave process with you guys and talk to you about the different kinds of brushes. I'll show you my other brushes that I have upstairs, and this will be the first part of a series. I'll show you how to clean them properly in the next one. So here we go. These are 7 of my favorite brushes. They're all under $15. So if you've been to my channel before, you know we get straight into it. So here is the hardest brush that I have. It's a Magic brand brush. It's pretty stiff. I typically only get to use it at the end of the wolf, and it gets all the way down to the scalp like 99% of the time. This next brush is a Red by Kiss premium brush. So it's curved and it has 2 different types of bristles, which I think is really cool. The hard ones and then the medium ones are on the outside. So if you've got coarse hair, it helps to get all the way down to the scalp and lay everything down kind of all in one pass. These next 2 brushes are beauty store classics. So we've got the Annie medium brush, we've got the Annie medium military style brush, and the one on the left is a little bit harder just because I haven't used it as much and haven't broken it in like this one. This is the brush that I have the most strokes in with, and still love that brush. Pretty sure that I use it every day, and I've had it for more than 10 years probably. As I'm sure you can see, this brush is worn down. It's the Wave Enforcer. I got it from Walmart a long time ago, and it's like a medium soft. It's starting to get to the soft end of the spectrum, but I like that brush a lot too, and I just don't use it as much as I use my Annie brush, to be honest. Next up, we got another Red by Kiss brush. I've had this one about 1.5 years. I like how many bristles it has, the density of it, and it just feels like you got a lot of control with it, and it's not too soft to actually brush through, but not as firm as a medium brush. But I still like that one a lot. I put a lot of strokes in with it. And this last brush, I'm not even exactly sure what brand it is. I've had it for a really long time, but it's super soft. I use it to polish at the very end. So the soft one, it doesn't go, it doesn't penetrate, but it lays on top and polishes everything down and make it super smooth. Last but not least, I recommend getting a carbon comb that's static free. So it's really nice. It's gonna last a lot longer, and it's like $5 compared to, you know, getting an 80-cent comb that's gonna break and the teeth are gonna break off. Just get a professional comb. One time, $5. Don't keep buying combs. Now that we've gone over all the tools we're gonna use, I wanna show you what they do to my hair. I'll show you what they do to a coarse type of hair. So we're combing through. This is gonna poof my hair up a little bit, and then once we get into the brushes, you're gonna see how it's gonna lay it down progressively as we work down softness. So this comb right here, I mean, it's like having a super stiff brush. It's going all the way down to the scalp and layering everything in the direction that we want it. So we're gonna move into our first brush. So that's the Magic brush. That's a super stiff one that we talked about, the one that goes all the way down to the scalp. And you can kind of hear that scratching through there. It just sounds more stiff. You'll be able to hear the difference once we get into like the medium and the soft brushes too. So here we are. I'm figuring out what I'm doing with my crown still. I don't know if I'm gonna swirl it, if I'm gonna do like a half swirl, and that's what I've actually been working on right now, but I gotta figure it out like ASAP because my hair is getting long enough. I've been brushing it to make sure that I have it set up to do that, but I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing with my crown ASAP. So we're just brushing everything into the pattern that we wanted, getting everything set up, making sure that all the hairs are stimulated down there, all the way down, you know, the back of my neck, all the way, you know, down behind my ears. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the medium brush, and you should be able to tell how the waves actually move a little bit more. It has the most pull. So that's what I like about the medium brush. That's why I have so many strokes in with this brush. This is my medium go-to brush, the one that I use, I'd say every day. I'm sure I use this brush every day. So if you can hear the difference, you can tell that one's pulling a little bit more. It's not, I mean, it's getting all the way down to the scalp at this length, but this is one that'll kind of act like the soft brush and kind of lay things down a little bit further into my wolf. So I'll show you guys that a little bit later. I'm still, you know, going around the same pattern that I did last time with my crown, not really giving it too much over direction in my crown, just so that we can tighten that up a little bit later. We're like pretty much presetting those curls in there, and then we're gonna swirl them around in there a little bit later. So right now we got like a beehive / 540 on this right side going. So 360 into a 540 crown. This is kind of what we're starting. And if you can see, here's a soft brush, the softest one you can probably hear. You can probably hear right here that it is a little bit lower tone, so it's just going over the top, kind of really just stretching everything out, laying it down. The plastic, I mean, not the plastic bag, but it acts like the plastic bag as far as just polishing and kind of laying everything down. It's got more bristles, they're softer, and it just really lays everything the way that you want to see it go. As I'm finishing up, I'm just going to do a spin around and show you what it looks like. The hairline kind of still sticks up just because I need to do-rag it, and my hair is super, super curly. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Subscribe, like, follow, share, do all that good stuff that helps us out, and I'll talk to you again really soon.